Morning Saturday session, an Alabama band with the unique name, St. Paul and the Broken Bones. They're old friends of this show, having made their national TV debut right here in our studio 2.5 years ago.
Lots happened since then. They even opened for the Rolling Stones. You'll hear them perform music from their new album in a moment. But first, a little background. I sat down with singer Paul Janeway and bassist Jesse Phillips at Avatar Studios here in New York. What was it like opening for the Stones?
It's a very surreal day.
Is it?
So, talking about like pulling up in your tour van, like puttering up to a stadium, you know, like we're here to play the show.
You know, like, you sure you're here? Sure you're not here to pick up the equipment?
The gigs just keep getting bigger for St. Paul and the Broken Bones. On a flight to Buffalo last summer, lead singer Paul Janeway recalls telling a fellow passenger they were headed there to play.
I said, Ralph Wilson Stadium. And they're just like, the Stones are playing there. And I was like, yeah, we're opening up for the Stones.
The Alabama soul group started to come together when Janeway and bassist Jesse Phillips met at a record store where Phillips worked in Birmingham. They bonded over their love of music. Raised by devout parents, Janeway aspired to be a preacher as a teenager.
What I realize now is I enjoyed the performance aspect of it. But yeah, man, when the church doors were open, I was the janitor. I did everything. My mom, growing up, would only let me listen to, you know, gospel music and a little bit of soul. Just, you know, like the Otis Reddings and Sam Cookes. And then she loved the stylistics. And that's where I think I get my falsetto from.
When their first band failed to catch fire, Janeway got a Pell Grant to study accounting, but he and Phillips decided to record a demo before they quit.
You were thinking this band was kind of like a last hurrah just for fun.
Just for fun.
And the goal was just kind of to, you know, make a little document of our musical friendship that we could be kind of proud of, and then just have that.
That I paid with my Pell Grant.
With your Pell Grant?
Yeah, I'm sure the government likes that.
Socialized indie rock?
Yeah,
socialized indie rock.
Socialized, yeah. That's basically what happened. I populated half the city, child.
The band started selling out local clubs, and Janeway suddenly needed his accounting skills.
You know, I think that first show we got paid, it was in Florence, Alabama, in a record store's garage.
Like $65 a piece.
$65 a piece, and in that garage, and I remember thinking,
you're in the money now.
I was like, yeah. Hey, at the time, I was like, man, this is a money-making venture.
St. Paul and the Broken Bones were off and running, in Janeway's case, in some very loud shoes.
So my wife made these.
Yeah.
How wild is that?
The footwear of a roof-rattling soul sprinter.
Really, like, there's only one speed, and that's 100 miles an hour. I can't do it any other way. And so it's that singing with, like, this might be your last moment singing, and you know, and this might be it. So do it with that sense of urgency all the time.
Paul's also extremely competitive, so.
In what sense?
In every sense.
So, I mean, he just wants to lay waste to the competition, basically. You know,
I hope everybody's successful. I just want to have a better show than everybody else. So we didn't get a lot of opening slots.
We got the Stones. That's not too bad.
That was the one. I was. But still, even then, I was like, I'm competitive. I'm like, it's the Rolling Stones, Paul. All they got to do is start giving me shelter, and you're toast. Get out of here.